Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, a lot of you really enjoyed the investigation I did on the Sussex children. And there was actually a couple of recommendations do it on other people. So who do you think I'm going to do? Who do you think I'm going to do? Let's do an investigation deep dive into Meghan using these cards. Now, I've done, I don't know how many readings about Meghan. Sometimes I use the same cards, sometimes I use other cards. We've done investigations. How did she get into the family with tarot cards? I'm going to use this investigation deck. It seems to be hot right now. And if we need any clarification, I'll use the character oracle if we need further clarification. But I'm going to clear these from the last readings and let's do a deep dive. Oh, I had to get away. Let's do a deep dive into Meghan Markle. Let's do a deep dive investigation into Meghan Markle. Investigation into Meghan Markle. So first of all, first thing I want to ask is, was she sent to the royal family? Was she set up with Harry? Let's put it that way. Was she set up for Harry? And then if the answer is yes, then we'll try and figure out who and why. If the answer is no, then we'll try something else. Was she sent specifically for Harry? Was she sent specifically for Harry? Was Meghan Markle specifically sent for Harry? Was she for hire? I guess I want to say, was she for hire? Was Meghan Markle sent for Harry? Was Meghan Markle sent for Harry? Cards are ready. Oh, they're chatty. Heavy burden carried. I had to get away. That one showed up again. Oh, I wonder if this is Chelsea, the blonde. Domestic violence abuse. How we kept getting that one. Drugs, alcohol, or blood. DNA evidence. DNA evidence. Domestic violence or abuse. I keep looking at this and thinking this is the perpetrator, not the victim. I had to get away. Is this Chelsea? The blonde. Drugs, alcohol, or blood. Heavy burden. Dark web or recorded. Two crimes connected. Domestic violence, abuse. I wanted out. Drugs, alcohol. I wanted out. I had to get away. Two crimes connected. Domestic violence, abuse. I wanted out. Freedom. What the hell? Stranger unknown to me. And look at that, looks like Harry. Doesn't that look like Harry? Can you see that? Stranger unknown to me. World, end of situation, or ruined. What's the underlying here? High priestess, hidden knowledge. Okay. You know what I'm getting, guys? I'm getting that Meghan owed somebody some money, or something. I had to get away. I wanted out. 2 crimes. Abused. Drugs. Alcohol. Freedom. Freedom. So it was freedom for her. The stranger unknown to me. So this is Harry, the stranger unknown to me. World. End of a situation. Or buried, not ruined. High priestess, hidden knowledge. Heavy burden carried, DNA evidence. Okay, you know where I'm getting that? Meghan knew something about somebody and had evidence against them. I wanted out. I had to get away. Dark web or recorded. Freedom. Freedom. End of a situation. Domestic abuse. 2 crimes. Let's ask. Was Meghan a call girl or an SEX worker? Was Meghan an SEX worker? Let's just put it that way. Was Meghan an SEX worker? Was Meghan an SEX worker? Was Meghan an SEX worker? And was this her ticket out? Oh, remember that reading I did where that girl in Texas said someone approached her and she said no, and I read the car and she said then she thought they approached Meghan and Meghan said yes. Oh my God. Ding, 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 ding. It's all coming together. Okay. Was Meghan an SEX worker? 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 Cards are ready. Oh, interesting cut. Powerful person involved. World, end of a situation or buried. Ringmaster, organized. She had a pimp. Crime of passion or desire. Accomplice or had help. Purposely disappeared. Deeply involved or water. Is that yacht girl? Running out of time. Well, she was getting older. Tower, chaos or in a building. Group involvement. Accident. The devil. Narcissistic, torture, rage. Okay, I think that I'm not getting that. I don't know if she was a sex worker. I'm not getting that. I'm getting crimes of passion. Well, that could be a sex worker. Crimes of passion or desire. Purposely disappeared. Deeply involved. I think that, though, she may not have been a sex worker. Group involvement. This is Soho House. The tower. Chaos or in a building. Accident. Listen, we had that previous reading. She had evidence. DNA. I wonder if she blackmailed somebody. The devil. Sun, yes, correct path. Well-funded operation. Hangman, delays or sacrifice. Rumors behind your back. Person of interest. I don't think she was a sex worker. I honestly don't. I think though she was heavily involved in Soho House. I'm going to ask if she was a rumors worker. If she, because she's definitely working with other people. Was she a blackmail? Did she entrap people? So did she have an exchange with these people, but it wasn't for money, it was for something else? Did she entrap people did she entrap people or blackmail people? Was she involved in blackmailing 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 people? Drugged or poisoned? This is, drugs, alcohol, stranger, unknown to me. The lovers, hostage or trade, organized meeting. You better believe it. You better believe it. That's what she was. She wasn't in the sex trade. She didn't trade money for sex. Maybe she did sometimes, but no. The stranger unknown to me, lovers, hostage, or trade. Well, there's the blackmail. Organized meeting, drugged or poisoned. Innocent. So there, the stranger is the innocent party. They come in thinking, oh, look at this cute girl. Wants me. Hey, baby. And there is a connection. Yes, there is a connection. Get drugged and then pictures are taken. Temperance, life in balance, hostage or trade with life in balance. So balance is, I'll give you this film I have of you and you give me some money. Cover up or tampering. Wow. Family connection. Death, ending. Devil again. So yes, okay, so we got it. So she was not a sex worker. According to my sources, she was not a sex worker, but she was, that we had that group involvement. She was involved in some sort of blackmailing. And I'm thinking that family connection, I'm going to ask about Andrew. We got the devil card here again. Is Andrew the family connection? Is Andrew or Eugenie, who was seen at Soho House many times, is Andrew or any of the Yorks the family connection? Are 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 the Yorks the family connection? Deeply involved or water. Please find me. I almost want to be exposed. Home search or house. Domestic violence, abuse. Freedom. Freedom. We're getting that. Please find me. I want out. Freedom. Heavy burden carried. Hostage or trade. There's the blackmailing card. Fight, conflict, argument on the domestic of violence, abuse. Heavy burden carried. Please find me. Drain or waterway. Water, we got water here twice. Dark web or recorded. Something was recorded. Wheel of Fortune. Deal organized. Yeah. There's something with this deal organized, the Wheel of Fortune. I think there's something here with a connection to the Yorks. Either Andrew or Eugenie. Deeply involved. And somehow it bought her her freedom from being in this hamster wheel of blackmailing people. Deal organized. Deal organized. Missing, searching. What are we missing and searching? Unaware of surroundings. Drugs, alcohol, or blood. Empress, mother figure. She wanted to be queen. More than one involved. More than one involved. Was so it's more than one involved. It may be a combination of Andrew and Eugenie. What's interesting is Andrew doesn't drink at all, but I think the girls do when they're not pregnant, of course. Yeah, she found a deal. She wanted this empress, she wanted to get right into the royal family. This was her freedom. Also, you think about it, when she's in the royal family, her internet is scrubbed, everything is scrubbed. This is her freedom. No one dares report her or this, and she's out of the business. She's out of the business. So yeah. So now I did that one reading long ago, very long ago, and it did show that Andrew was involved. Andrew and Charles have always had a difficult relationship, and I have to wonder if Andrew wanted some kind of blackmail on Harry, embarrass Charles, right? Listen, siblings can be very cruel. I had a sibling who is horrific to me and did things that are even after her death are reverberating. So don't tell me that brothers won't do that to each other. Did they approach Meghan to simply blackmail Harry? Did they approach Meghan to blackmail Harry? But then Meghan saw the freedom card. She saw her way out, and that's why I wanted out. And let's go back to that reading where that girl in Texas, that biracial girl in Texas, said she was approached. Now I read it was actually China. Let's see. Well, it did say more than one involved. So maybe, let's just see, let's just suss this out. We're investigating this. Did Andrew or the Yorks approach Soho House, somebody at Soho House, for the simple means of blackmailing Harry or embarrassing Charles or embarrassing Harry, etc.? Let's see. Jealousy or cheating. Jealousy. The original spare. Andrew. Death ending. DNA evidence. Oh, they wanted some of that sperm. Moon. No. Hidden. Unclear. Body is hidden. Body is hidden. So we have the death and no. DNA evidence. They wanted some kind of evidence about Harry. But this is a no. And death is no. I wanted out. I wanted out. Exposed secrets. Family connection. So there is something here. The Tower. Yes, to bring chaos. Person of interest, cover up or tampering. I think yes. I think there was something there, even though we have a no. I'm wondering if it wasn't completed or it didn't go to plan. The devil again. The devil again. Check the timing. Check the timing. We're getting that a lot with this. Check the timing. Staged, set up, framed. Suspicious activity. Out of the picture. The lovers. Okay, something was set up, but it wasn't for blackmail. It was some kind of DNA evidence here. I don't think it was to do with blackmail. I think it was maybe. I'm surprised we don't have the alcohol card here. I'm not getting that. It's staged, set up, framed. Check the timing. So maybe it wasn't for blackmail. Maybe it was to marry Harry and ruin his life. So maybe it wasn't like they were like, we don't have to blackmail him. He's already done enough stupid stuff. The uniform at the Halloween, the nudeness in Vegas, other things that he's done. I think let's just ruin his whole life, and we'll match her up. The lovers, yes. Okay. So the Yorks were part of it. Now, when I read this, it was China was involved. And then I just did a reading, I think last week, and China was involved. And I know you guys laugh at me, but it's true. China is ruining, Canada is ruining, Australia is ruining New Zealand. I'm not saying Chinese people, I'm not being racist or anything. It's not against the people. It's against the Communist Party. And how do you get communism in? You get rid of the royalty, and that's what happened in France, Bastille Day, and that's what happened in Russia when they murdered the czars, and that's what they do. They murder the whole family. But this is 2024, and you can't murder a whole family like that anymore, thankfully. And but you can definitely do the Chinese water torture test and drip, drip, drip until it all falls apart. So let's ask, is China one of Meghan's money supporters? Is China, and I did that reading and they weren't happy with her when she did Megxit. Oh yeah, running out of time. Hostage or trapped. Yeah, she was. Let's see, what was China funding this? Was China originally funding this? Purposely disappeared, accomplice, or had help. Well, she definitely had somebody helping her, funding her. Family connection. Wow. Stalker being watched. Tower chaos. Yeah. You know what? Look how many times we got the family connection with Meghan. And then the creating chaos. So accomplished or had help. Stalker being watched. Well, she would have been very closely watched. I don't even have to say allegedly. Did you know there's Chinese police stations in Canada, running in Canada, watching Chinese nationals that are legally living in Canada? I kid you not. This is them. They wanted that. They wanted her in the family. Person of interest. Put in a room or place, yeah. And the other card reading I did was once Megxit was implicated, they dropped her because she wouldn't have the influence anymore. And I have to wonder if that's why she wants back in. I am safe now. Oh yeah. Once she got out, then she was safe from their tentacles. Stranger unknown to me. I think she had a handler. web of lies, Empress mother figure, empathy. Yeah, they wanted her not involved, unaware, tied or restrained, deal organized, hermit kept in the dark. There's Harry. Heavy burden carried. And guilty, yeah, for sure, 100%. There's the guilty card. So yeah, China was one of their backers at first, the Chinese Communist Party. And remember, I told you the connection Meghan has with the Chinese Communist Party. She's friends with Jessica Mulroney. Mulroney is friends with Trudeau. Trudeau is friends with the Chinese Communist Party, huge, takes hundreds of millions of dollars from them every year, allows these police stations in Canada. There's a lot of election goo-goo going on whenever a Chinese person is running, mainland China, not somebody who was born here of Chinese heritage. Again, this has nothing to do with the people. It's the Communist Party. And she was friends with Trudeau, and especially Sophie Trudeau. And even though Sophie now says, I don't know her, I think that, Meghan used Sophie to get to Justin, to get to the Communist Party. There is that connection. Like, it's not, you don't have to have your tinfoil hat on very tight to understand that. So guilty, yeah. Yeah, that was her backer. Now, so why was Meghan sent? Why was Meghan sent? What was the main purpose to connect Meghan to Harry? What was the main purpose? What was the final outcome they wanted to connect Meghan to Harry? What was the final outcome they wanted to connect Meghan to Harry? What was the final outcome they wanted to connect Meghan to Harry? What was the final outcome they wanted to connect Meghan to Harry? Jealousy or cheating, the lovers' relationship, cannot see clearly, well-funded operation. Well, yeah, that would have been deal organized. Okay, fine. Okay, thank you, clock. Thank you, cards. We know that there was a deal organized, lots of money. But you know what? I don't think they saw the end game. I don't think Harry or Meghan really could see the end game. Strategy and planning. Yeah, this was a strategic move, but what was the final outcome? The Hierophant. Authority. Magician, dark ritual on the one well-funded operation. Well, we know there's lots of black magic around the royal family. They're actually trying to knock them off with cancer. Purposely disappeared. We keep getting that purposely disappeared. I'm going to have to meditate on that card and find out what that card is actually trying to tell me. DNA evidence. Why would they want the DNA of the royal family? Not involved, unaware. Okay, number one, I don't think Meghan knows why. The devil. How many times do we have to get the devil card? Narcissist, torture, rage. Put in a room or place. Put in their place. Put in their place. High priestess, hidden knowledge. Hidden knowledge, please find me. Stage, setup, framed. Mental struggle or illness. Well, they did pick somebody who is mentally ill. I'm not thinking that they really had an end game here. Like, I'm not getting death, which means like the death of the royal family. I'm not getting, there's other cards in here would indicate that they wanted them out of the way. I think it was just a strategy, and I think they were waiting to see like how it went. Stage, setup, framed. I'm thinking here that I don't think Meghan actually even knew why she was there, because we've got that a couple of times. not involved, unaware. She might have just thought it was another acting job. She could have been told it was another acting job, right? That paid really well. I'm not getting that she was like a mastermind of it, or I don't think she's that smart. I honestly don't. I think she's street smart. I think she's got some mental illness that we don't understand. But as for her intelligence level, I don't think so. She couldn't even memorize a God Save the Queen, a song that all 5-year-olds know in Canada. Well, now it's God Save the King. So I don't think she's got great intelligence. I think she's well, my cards have confirmed, and my sources tell me, and they make up a story that she's a pathological liar. But you should really do your own research and find out for yourself. Um, this mental struggle or illness, I wonder if they thought we're going to put this mentally ill person in the middle of this and see what happens. We're going to put a wasp in the beehive and see what happens. Tied or restrained. She was really, yeah, she was tied to that contract pretty good. Wheel of Fortune, she got lots of money for it. That may be why when they said, oh, and when Meghan met Harry, she had, what was it, $3 million or $5 million? And the numbers don't add up what she made in suits and, her expenses and blah, blah, blah. So I wonder if that was her Wheel of Fortune. Family connection again. Did not go to plan. Yeah, Megs, it happened. Justice, law, legal, trial. Did not go to plan. So whatever they did have planned, it did not go to plan. And I think that's why, they may be trying other ways. We've got the magician and the high priestess. They might have reverted to, their black magic instead of relying on Meghan. I think, yeah, it did not go to plan with Meghan. Well, you deal with somebody who has mental illness, nothing's going to go to plan. All right, what else can we ask about Meghan while we're here? So she was sent, the Yorks are involved. Somehow she's backed by China. And I've read on that before. And it did not go to plan, and they are no longer backed by China. And there was really no end game here. There really wasn't. I'm not getting that at all. There may have been in the beginning. They may have just wanted to see what happens when they drop her in there. And then once she couldn't be operative, once they got rid of her, I want to ask, did the royal family know that? Because I still believe they were kicked out, and she was kicked out first. I believe that whole story, that she was escorted to the airport and told to get out. Did the royal family know the extent of why Meghan was sent to Harry? Does the royal family know the extent? Chariot, vehicle or moved. William might know. Stranger, unknown to me. I don't think they might. Missing, searching. Well-funded operation. Purposely disappeared. Again, that card has come up. You know what? I'm thinking now this missing, searching, purposely disappeared, and well-funded operation. I think a lot of her information was scrubbed. Some of us think that it's the palace scrubbed it before she married Harry. I'm thinking this entity scrubbed it before the royal family could have a look. Stranger, unknown to me. Organized meeting. Powerful person involved, well, and star. Hidden clues, breakthrough. Isn't that interesting? The powerful person and star. Isn't that interesting? That article is coming out now that the Queen knew she was trouble because she ghosted her dad. And she said that was a sign. Unaware of surrounding. No, they did not know. Money involved. They did not know. Magician, dark ritual. Nope, they did not know. They were lied to. Person of interest. I think they, they may have looked further, but now I'm thinking this purposely disappeared. Is her information scrubbed from the internet so that MI5, MI6 couldn't get at it? I'm thinking no. They honestly didn't know. And this magician, this is the spin doctoring. So this might have been money involved, that they posted positive things about Meghan. I think William had a clue. I honestly do. The Chariot. Because that's the Cancerian card, and that would be William. But also vehicle or moved, purposely disappeared. This might be, they might have moved all her information so they didn't know exactly who she was. Okay, so now the question I wanted to ask, was Meghan involved with J.E.? I'm going to spell his name because sometimes it triggers the boss who's listening in. Jeffery Epstein, or is it IEN? EIN? EPSTIEN or EIN? I don't know. Was she involved with JP? Was she involved in any way? Were they acquaintances? Were they known to each other? If so, how deeply were they involved with each other? Was she known? Oh boy. Was she known or worked with J.E.? Was she known or did she work with J.E.? Was she known or did she work with J.E.? Cards are ready. Judgment, harsh sentence. Distraction, not as it seems. Strength, confrontation. The royal family might have looked into that. Mental struggles or illness. Boy, we sure get that card a lot for her. Fight, conflict, argument. That just might be a distraction. That might be a distraction. Wheel of Fortune. I am safe now. With strength within the royal family. Yeah, I'm safe now. Aggressive attack. Fight, conflict, argument, mental illness. I wanted out. Media or social media. Justice, law. Chariot. Now, if we would have got the devil again, I don't think so. Missing piece. High priestess again. Group involvement. Crime of passion or desire. More than one involved. Plus we have group involvement here. I'm not getting, there's the cards in here that show they are like more than one involved. Like there's, other cards in here that would show. There's something we're missing though about this, about the group that she was involved in. Crime of passion or desire. I'm getting that this group involvement, missing piece, this high priestess there's a secret. So there might be a secret society that she's involved in. I think it was this harsh sentence, judgment, and we got really fighting cards, attacks and whatnot. She might not have been doing her job properly, if you know what I mean. I think there she was involved in some kind of secret group, but not with, I'm not getting that it's J.E. I'm seriously not. Let's see if we can pull it up out of the character cards. Let's get some clarification. Let's get some clarification from the, who were the people she was hanging out with? Driver, Navigator of journey, steering, safe passage, welcome. King. Sovereign of realms, monarch, authority, rule, inheritance. King. Oh, was that like a Middle East king? Right? Where'd you get those earrings from? Swindler. Master of deception, hypocrisy, disguise, conspiracy. Who is this guy? Doctor, healer of ailments, treatment, surgery, diagnosis, compassion. Who is this guy? Clergy, guardians of faith, religion, morality. People are going to get mad at me. I'm not going to say, it's not worth it. I don't know, I'm criminal, transgressor of justice, prison, parole, discipline. Now, I don't think it's Jeffrey Epstein because he's some of these things. He's a swindler and he was a criminal. And driver, you could say he, flew the plane back and forth, but he wasn't a doctor and he wasn't clergy. So this could even be somebody who's very well educated. Very well educated. But Jeffrey Epstein had no moral compass. So who was a criminal that she was hanging around with? Who was in the upper echelons? Like, I don't mean this is him at all. Well, it can't be because he's passed away, but like Dr. Martin Luther King. And he was a doctor, plus he was part of the clergy, and he was a king. So that's what made me think of that. That's his last name, King. So somebody like that, somebody who calls himself doctor, who is like the head of some kind of, doesn't even have to be a religion, but like a cult or something, calls himself a king, could even be a politician, but somebody who's a swindler and a criminal. That's who was running this. I don't think it's Jeffrey Epstein, because we have the doctor and the clergy here and more than one involved. Tied or restrained, DNA evidence, inside job taken out, strategy and planning, something was seen. Yeah, that was some of the blackmail and stuff that she did. That might have been her way to get out. So anyways, if somebody can think of who this person is, that's who was her handler. I don't think it's Marcus Anderson. I think Marcus Anderson reported to this person because it's a king, so it's the top of the pile. It's the top of the pyramid. All right. Well, what do you think of these investigations? I think I asked all the questions that we have of her. Interesting. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.